The audience member let out a large cheer when a contestant said what an ex could teach a wife. Steve Harvey usually roasts Family Feud contestants for their silly answers, but sometimes he steps in to reprimand those who say something that could affect their spouses. On one such occasion, the host called out a member of the studio audience who had cheered loudly for an answer that could cause discord in any marriage. In a seemingly serious tone, Harvey was sure to let that audience member know that what he did was not right. The host had read out the question. In a perfect world, your ex would teach your wife how to what? A woman named Troy got to her buzzer first and answered, cook. That was the number 2 answer on the board. Chris was up next and she answered, make love. The answer seemed to take Harvey by surprise, but one member of the audience loudly cheered, yeah! The answer was the top one on the board, and the Egan family decided to play out the game. But before asking the question to the other contestants, Harvey took a moment to address that particular audience member. When she said make love, whoever the dude was back there that went, whew, that ain't smart, dog, he said. Next up to answer was Chris's husband, Jim, and the host had some advice for him as well. Listen to me, this ain't nothing but a game. It's early. It'd be the perfect time for you to take an ex. Running your damn mouth right now, he said. The contestant also acknowledged that it would be risky. After hearing the question, Jim answered, be nicer. It was a diplomatic answer, but unfortunately, it was not up on the board. The contestant did exactly what Harvey asked him to. Next up was a woman named Sarah, who answered, have patience. Unfortunately, that one was not on the board either. The Egan family had already conceded 2 strikes. A woman named Jessie was next, and she answered, how to dress Steve. That answer was up there on the board. A man named Tyler was next, and he answered, how to clean Steve. However, that was not on the board, and the family conceded all 3 strikes. Now, the Bingham family had the chance to steal the game. Troy stepped up to answer one more time, and this time she said, nothing. She wouldn't teach her nothing. That might have been a good answer, but it was not up there on the board. The Egan family won the round as a result, despite their poor start to the round. Fans of the show expressed their love in the comments on YouTube. We all know where this is going. This is going to cause some conversations at the Thanksgiving dinner, one fan commented. Steve, when she said, make love, whoever the dude was back there that went, woo, that ain't smart, dog. Lol, quipped another. It was a moment on Family Feud that quickly went viral for all the right reasons. During a recent episode of the long-running game show, host Steve Harvey found himself in a situation that went beyond the usual laughter, playful banter, and quick-fire questions. This time, it was a real-life lesson in love, commitment, and making wise choices. And Steve Harvey was more than ready to school the audience. The incident unfolded when a contestant, seemingly confident, shared a personal anecdote in response to one of Harvey's signature fill-in-the-blank prompts. While the show is renowned for humorous responses that often catch Harvey off guard, this particular answer was different. The audience member casually admitted to flirting with someone outside his relationship, framing it as a harmless joke. The revelation immediately caused a ripple of awkward chuckles and murmurs among the audience. But Harvey's reaction was anything but light-hearted. Steve Harvey, known for his quick wit and unfiltered honesty, leaned in with a serious tone that contrasted sharply with his usual comedic demeanor. Hold on, Harvey said, raising a finger. You just admitted to risking your relationship for a laugh? Let me tell you something, son. That ain't funny, and it ain't smart. From there, Harvey didn't hold back. He took a moment to break down exactly why the contestants' actions were problematic, blending his signature humor with a surprisingly stern lecture on commitment, respect, and personal responsibility. You see, Harvey continued, pacing slightly, relationships aren't games. You don't get points for flirting or testing boundaries. You get points for loyalty, honesty, and showing up for the person who trusts you. The contestant, who initially seemed prepared for the show's usual light-hearted ribbing, looked both embarrassed and somewhat ashamed as Harvey continued. Harvey reminded him, and the audience, that every choice carries consequences, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. You think it's just a little flirt, Harvey said. But one little flirt can turn into a whole lot of hurt. One wrong text, one wrong smile, and suddenly, you're the villain in someone's story. Fans of the show know that Steve Harvey is never one to shy away from giving advice, even if it comes at the expense of a contestant's dignity. This moment, however, felt particularly real. It wasn't just about winning or losing points on the board. It was about a life lesson being delivered live on television, in front of an audience that quickly became captivated. Some audience members nodded in agreement, while others whispered to friends, clearly taking in Harvey's words as more than just entertainment. As the lecture continued, Harvey shared anecdotes from his own life, illustrating the importance of respect in a relationship. He spoke candidly about the mistakes he made in his youth and how he learned that trust is the foundation of any successful partnership. "Listen to me now," Harvey said, leaning forward for emphasis. "If you love somebody, you don't risk that for a joke or a moment of attention. You protect that relationship like it's your most valuable asset, because it is." The contestant attempted to interject, explaining that it was all in jest, but Harvey waved him off. "I don't want excuses. I want reflection. You're learning something here, whether you realize it or not. And the best part, you're learning it before it's too late." The moment struck a chord online after clips of the show were shared across social media platforms. Viewers praised Harvey for using the opportunity to deliver a meaningful message, blending humor and life lessons in a way that only he can. Comments flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, with many viewers expressing appreciation for the candid approach. "Steve Harvey schooling someone about relationships on Family Feud is honestly the best life advice I've seen all year," one user tweeted. Another added, "This is why Steve Harvey isn't just a game show host. He's a life coach." While the contestant eventually moved past the awkwardness and joined the team to continue playing, the lesson lingered. Harvey's words served as a reminder that television isn't just about laughs and entertainment. It can also be a platform for important conversations. In this case, it was about understanding boundaries, respecting partners, and acknowledging the real-world consequences of seemingly small actions. The viral moment also sparked discussions beyond social media. Relationship experts and psychologists weighed in, praising Harvey for addressing a topic that is often trivialized in everyday conversations. "It's rare to see a public figure combine humor with such impactful advice," noted Dr. Melissa Grant, a licensed relationship counselor. Steve Harvey's approach resonates because it's authentic, relatable, and doesn't sugarcoat the reality of what can happen when trust is broken. Interestingly, the episode highlighted another reason why Harvey's hosting style continues to captivate audiences. His ability to read the room, sense when someone is about to cross a line, and respond in a way that's both entertaining and instructive sets him apart from other hosts. He doesn't just react to answers on the board. He reacts to the people delivering them, sometimes offering wisdom that feels like it comes from a trusted family member rather than a television personality. By the end of the episode, the contestant seemed visibly more thoughtful, having clearly internalized at least part of Harvey's advice. The host closed the segment with a classic, warm-hearted remark, reminding everyone that while Family Feud is a game, life itself requires careful consideration and respect. "Play the game, yes," Harvey said with a smile. "But don't forget, the real win is treating the people you care about with honor and respect. That's how you win in life." As clips of the interaction continue to circulate online, the consensus is clear. Steve Harvey didn't just entertain viewers, he educated them. What began as a potentially embarrassing moment for one contestant became an unforgettable life lesson for millions. Fans are now quoting Harvey's words, sharing clips, and even tagging friends and partners to highlight the importance of loyalty, honesty, and mindful behavior in relationships. In a world where reality television often thrives on scandal and sensationalism, this moment on Family Feud serves as a refreshing reminder that sometimes humor and wisdom can go hand in hand. Steve Harvey has long been known for his quick wit, infectious laughter, and ability to connect with audiences across generations. Yet, it's moments like these, where he pauses, reflects, and teaches, that solidify his status not just as a host, but as a mentor in life's unspoken lessons. So while the contestant may have risked his relationship for a fleeting moment of bravado, the takeaway for viewers is far more significant. Harvey's lecture, peppered with humor, but grounded in reality, offers guidance on how to approach relationships with integrity and care. It's a lesson in accountability, empathy, and understanding that every action has consequences. And for fans of Fam,